What's good? It's the Big Capone BCDT, and we back with another episode of the Black Currency Exchange Show. Hey man, this season been going crazy. Now I'm trying to do something a little different for y'all. I'm trying to get y'all some different camera angles. I told y'all it's only gonna get bigger and better. But with that being said, I got somebody special. You know what I'm saying? On set with me today.
What's up?
So without further ado, we're finna get right into this conversation, man. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and from there, we're finna get into that talk. So who you is, my girl?
What's up? I'm Cleopatra Shardae.
Woo, woo, woo.
Formerly known as Mellow Vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cleopatra Shardae.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know if you can't tell by the name, I mean,
the dopest spiritualist ever.
She really like that. Now, you have to then came across her lives. You have to, you know what I'm saying, and followed on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Because if you know, you know. And this right here is one of these conversations. So stay tuned. Nah, Miss Cleo, before we get started, how you feeling? How you doing?
I feel good. Today was a good day. I'm present, surrendering to whatever it is. Yeah. Actually, when I text you, and I was saying I was on the way, I was literally like almost here. It was 555.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
My number's been jumping like a mother.
All day.
Oh, all the way up to this moment right here. I've been seeing 555, 333, ones.
What's crazy is the tag numbers. The car in front of me, the tag was like 777 and then 333. And I was like, okay, I'm good. This is good. We locked in. We good. This gonna be good.
I'm trying to tell you, it's like once you see them numbers for the day, it's like that's your confirmation. Like it don't matter what happens, you know that you universally protected. You straight. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna dig deeper into that. But first off, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know you. You know your name ring bells. But how did you get started into doing
tarot? What
you doing right now?
Okay. So I already have my family's background is a little spiritual on my mom's side. I'm French Creole. On my mother's side, my father's side is native black and Haitian. Well, Haitian is black, but so all spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Then just deeply rooted in generations of divination. My family is rooted from Baton Rouge, so my great grandfather was the Woo Man in the neighborhood CC lockdown. Shout out BR gang. But when I went through something. I went through something as all people do. I went through something and I basically surrendered to Source, to Creator, and said, if this what you want me to get into and do, I'm gonna do it. So I was like, alright, start doing it. And I was only doing it to connect with my personal ancestors and to be closer on my own spiritual journey. Someone else needed me, and that went from one person to 10 people to 100 people to now it's a community and a collective of individuals.
Now, before we get into how like all that the spiritual awareness, because that's what I call it. People be calling it woke. So
yeah, spiritual awareness is great.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just spiritually aware. So with that, when did like the first instinct of it happen? Because like for me, I was in the military and I got stationed in Iraq, and it just kind of like it wasn't nothing that was just overwhelming. It wasn't nothing that just felt out of the ordinary or anything like that. Like literally, I started just kind of unlearning what I was programmed to learn and know, and just started like putting stuff into myself that felt right.
That feel absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I think that that's initially how it starts. For me personally, I think that it was always breadcrumbs. There was always like breadcrumbs to where I am now, because I always felt, if you know me, then you know I've always been quirky. I've always been a little different. I always been a little different. Like that's always been me. So it's always been something where I felt uncomfortable and uneasy certain situations until it was like I was being put in this like bubble. Boom, 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 boom. I'm uncomfortable. Of course, my situation that initially made me get right on this journey was when I had my second child, 10 years after my first child, and I was in this whole like relationship where I wasn't myself. I was conforming to what everyone else wanted me to be. I was Betty homemaker. Like but I'm not doing any work, I'm not doing any art, I'm not doing anything that my soul is wanting me to do. Like I'm craving, I was craving something, and then when it ended so gracefully, not to even speak on him, but like it ended so gracefully. He didn't even understand. Like he still don't understand. I'm not even with the toxic shit. I was like, yo, God, listen, hey, you really want me to do this? Hey, are y'all for real? Because I'm clairaudient, and there's 8 different types of clairvoyancy. So every woman in my family has some type of spiritual gift or something. Mine is clairaudient. I can hear the dead. Now me meditating more, getting deep into my spirituality, and getting closer. Now I kind of can sense things more. I can see spirits a little bit more now and sense them. But originally clairaudient. So when that happened, I was like, yo, I'm seeing shit. I'm hearing shit. Who are these people? Because I know that person's dead. God, you sure this is what I need to be doing? So when I moved back home, I was like, yo, these people are not gonna, this is my hometown.
Right.
They not gonna receive me. Like, this not gonna be, no, they're not gonna receive this right. They're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna Cleo with that.
Yeah,
they're gonna Cleo with that
what
weird shit. Yeah. And so I moved to New Orleans. And when I moved to New Orleans, I was like,
perfect place. Oh, you fitting in?
Yeah, I moved to New Orleans. I was like, I'm not too far from home, but I'm far from home. I get to New Orleans, I'm still in the rat race. I'm still in the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
I was a bartender and beverage manager. I was steady, like, no fulfillment. Still no fulfillment. Still no fulfillment. Still craving it. And it broke. My grandmother got sick. I moved back home, take care of her. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. One person booked a reading with me, and I was doing readings for all these other people in different states and different areas through media, whatever. One person here was like, damn, you do that? Well, I got this friend that need that and this friend that need that. My mama needed too. And hey, my baby daddy want to read it. Then it got to the point where it was like my homeboys, hey, listen, my baby mama getting a reading, my girlfriend getting a reading, my mama getting a reading.
So let me ask you, with all these people just steadily coming, how you said first it started, you know what I'm saying, for you. Now, do you feel like it was purposed for you to, you know, do it for other people, or like do sometimes you kind of like be like, man, I should have just, you know, kind of just
as a human, just being all the way transparent, being a real person, and anything that you care about, that the world cares about you doing, you're going to have that space where sometimes you're like, damn, I don't know if I should have really did this. So yes, sometimes, but just as soon as I get to that feeling of feeling like, damn, I probably should have chilled, because now I have no time for myself. Nobody calls my phone unless they need a reading. All my social sites are on.
That's what I was wondering.
On D&D. If you message me on Messenger, everybody be on my ass. Well, I check your inbox. Can you please check your inbox? I check it at certain times.
You can't be online just posting what you want to post because somebody gonna hit you.
I need a. So with that, the moments that I feel like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have, it's the same moments that I have those readings or those clients that really need me. Because it get a little deeper than just readings. I've had to, I'm actually in the process of becoming a death doula, so I've had to come to people like their grandparents are sick, and I'm getting the family to help this person transition into the afterlife. So with that, those are reasons why I'm like, dang God, I know why you chose me. I get it. If I can stay at this level of fulfillment, that's the fulfillment I was craving and looking for. I take it. It's not gonna be 100% good days every day. One day I'll be like,
God damn.
I can't right now. But that's the thing too. When you get to this space, I've been doing this professionally for 3.5 years. At this point, you get to a space where it's like they know not what they do. Now you know. Now you understand. Now you know what's real. So just because they don't understand and you do, you have to take the initiative to make the time for you, so this fulfillment doesn't come as a con with a pro. So yeah, to answer your question, is yes to both. It's yes to both.
Now, when you do get to take time, like for yourself, like what do you choose to do?
I travel a lot. I do music.
You sing?
Yeah, I sing.
Yeah, shut up, girl.
I sing.
No, we gotta talk.
I sing a lot.
Is it showering singing, or you can really, you know?
Oh no, it's that. The people gonna let you know after they see the video.
Look, if y'all in the comment sections and that's watching, let me know if she can sing for real, because I haven't heard it personally, but if she can like really, you know, you can really hum a tune like that.
I can hum all the tunes like that.
What you better at singing? R&B, neo soul, church music?
I'm not a church girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not really a church girl. I can. But that's not my background.
Right.
I like deliberately not my background.
Cause usually when it comes to like that's what everybody, you know what I'm saying, they go to.
That background that's their background. That's not mine. Mine is more. I'm on some sensual, soulful type vibes. But I freestyle too, so
you really?
Yeah.
Man, listen.
So you know,
listen.
I play music. I love music. I played cello since 3rd grade, so I'm really musically inclined. I do music. I love music. I love art. Period.
Now, knowing that you sing, knowing that you do art, you're into the readings. Do you ever find yourself like in nature a lot?
Yes.
And how like what's your favorite like time of the year? For me, mine right now is fall and spring, personally, because with fall it's like you're in the middle of summer, winter, so it's like you in that cozy part. Yes, that cozy part of the year. And spring for me is when everything comes back alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
rebirth.
That's the new year. You know what I'm saying? When
For
when things will come back alive after the winter and all that, and how hot it is, things die in the summertime and the winter. But in the springtime,
I definitely, my favorite time of the year. Now, as far as me being out in nature, spring off the rip. If I'm gonna be out there, spring for sure. Just because. Even just on the astrological standpoint of that time of the year, it is about rebirth. It just influences you and inspires you so much. And me having a toddler, a little 2-year-old, he's teaching me so much about my inner child. So at that time in spring, we can go out. We can go be in the grass. We can go and be outside. We can go do some fun things. So that has become a nice time for me as an adult. But overall, the wintertime.
I like wintertime to an extent, but baby,
yeah.
And if you ain't got nothing to hold on to, that's your ass.
For sure.
But how do you like being a mother? I know you say you got your two young offspring. How you like being a mother?
So I had my daughter, my oldest. I had her when I was 16. I married her dad at 17. I grew up kind of fast in that wasn't the same as what motherhood is now. For me and my daughter as a mom, it was like the scariest shit in the world. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing with this a whole life right here? I gotta take care of feet. I'm a kid too. We just 2 kids trying to figure it out. What's up? But we are amazingly bonding, and she's good. She's at that teenage age. She's about to be 13. She going through her shit, but it's a plus because she always talks to me. She's always there. Like, Mom, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. And if it's some weird shit, she's like, hey, listen, how they do that?
And it's a feel good feeling knowing that your kid can just talk to you.
Absolutely. With her, with that side of things, I was like the sad mom a lot with her. Being so young and figuring out my own things, my own life, and just trying to be the best thing for her, and not just being my best self in general, was like a lot. So now with this little guy, the little dude, he's helping me. He's taming me. He's taming all those aggressions and all that confusion and trauma that like built up inside of me, because it's like, it's not that bad. We woke up today. What you want to do today? We turned up today, Mom. Let's go get chocolate milk wasted.
And a lot of women with, you know what I'm saying, with sons and stuff like that, they find the difficulties because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's gonna become a man.
Right.
You know, and it's I can't take away from the fact that there aren't women that, you know what I'm saying, know how to raise good men, because they are.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, there's just certain characteristics in men, you know what I'm saying, that women can only do to an extent.
Right.
So when it comes down to, you know, things like that, you know, how do you kind of go about it? Do you keep him around, like,
absolutely.
uncles?
He has a ton of uncles. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to our team. I swear. Moving forward though, I think that's something that I consciously think of is, am I being too soft? Am I being too this? Am I, you know, being aware of, you know, not doing certain things around him because he is a boy. He is around a lot of males though. He's around my uncles, my cousins, things like that. And even though me and his father are not on nice terms right now, It's not because I don't even want him there. When he gets himself together on the right space, it's gonna call this out. I'm not stopping him from being a father.
That's sweet. I like stuff like that.
At all. No, at all.
A lot of people like try to use the kids as a get back, and I never understood why, because
it's
the kids are innocent.
The kid is the one that's losing. And the thing too, like I said, I had my daughter at 16. I married her dad at 17. We've been through the baby mama, baby daddy drama. We like this now. We really call each other cousins when folks try to holler at me. Like when a dude try to like, oh, that's my cousin, you talk to her. Like we really locked in, and we co-parent amazingly. The thing what he says to me all the time is, I just appreciate that no matter what we've been through or what I've done or what you done, whatever, you ain't never stopped me from being there. When I got my mind right, he was like, here she go. Like that's me, because for one, I was the child on that side of it. I was the child who saw my mom and my dad be in this toxicity, my mom on this crazy stuff, until, you know, my dad died when I was 16, and it was like, damn, all this time y'all was bickering and fighting, he could have just been my daddy. We could have just been at the park. Like, so yeah, he is around a lot of male influences and things like that, but it's still not the same as having like his actual dad. So when that time comes, it ain't a here you go. There you go. He waiting.
Yeah, cause it's a lot of you know, influences these days just outside of the home. You know, with music, with football players, basketball players, just the streets in general. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's a lot of things as a boy, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go get into. Me personally, I know.
Right.
But at the same time, it's kind of like knowing that you're instilling those things to kind of like keep him comprehending, like, look, I know you're a boy, but this is how things go too. You know what I'm saying? You can be sensual and mindful of these things and still be. And
then also, you know, with me being a reader and being exposed to interacting with so many different people, men and women, I'm seeing so many dynamics and perspectives of just life. And that's why I was speaking on earlier, emotional intelligence, and just learning that and being aware of that. And also just everything ain't gotta be as deeply rooted in spirituality as I am, but be authentic in your character and be self-aware of who you are, whether you are a man or a woman. Everything else comes into play and falls in balance, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest thing that I think parents, especially millennial moms, specifically millennial moms, because I am one and I have peers who are single mothers and fathers or whatever, but millennial parents, we sometimes get caught up in, oh my God, it's so hard, oh my God, what to do, I can't do it. It's like, you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? And we're so caught up on shame. I'm ashamed to call my friend and say, hey, I'm having a bad day, or hey, you want to have a play date? You want to go have a play date? Like, we could do this together, and people don't get that. So
because it's such a technical world, they feel like, shit, if I'm not talking to you on social media, or if I don't really just know you already, why would I go outside of that?
And they're not wrong to feel the way that they feel, I guess, because it's such a dangerous world out there. But again, knowing yourself, being self-aware, knowing emotional intelligence, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to put yourself or your child in a dangerous situation. But when you care too much about the wrong things, maybe you're not meant to.
Shit, people can't even get past the healing stage. I think I talk about that a lot, because I talk about mental health awareness a lot on here.
Good.
It's hard for people to even get past the healing stage or what happened in the past. I try to tell people all the time, the past is over. There ain't shit you can do about it. It don't even exist no more.
It doesn't.
The future ain't even here. You can't even see that bitch. So it don't even exist right now. You just manifest the things in hope of therefore.
Yeah.
The only thing that you have is the present moment. So all you can do is be within control of what you can be in control of in the present moment. So going outside of, oh well, you know, back in the day, such and such, you know, did this, so, you know, I'm skeptical of how women, you know, touch me or how they approach me.
It delays you. It delays you so much.
Bad.
It's so much.
And it's because people can't. They're scared of the accountability factor. That's something that you have to look at. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I might be the reason why. Yeah. Not you. You know. Not
even blaming like
nothing. Not blaming yourself. Just taking accountability.
Being realistic.
Right.
Being realistic and present again. Oh, that's deep. You know, I love the fact that you talked about mental health is deep because even with what I do, and like you said, people can't get past the trauma. People cannot get past the healing phase because you do not want to go into that cubby hole that you've created in your mind where all your nightmares and terrors are, and not knowing that is going to be the key factor into your greatness. Like that is literally going to be, and then it's not even that bad once you sit there for a minute and you're like, damn.
It's not.
It tastes. It's a little bland.
It's spicy, but
you know what I'm saying. It's bland, a little spicy, one or two,
but at the same time, it's not bad because
once you process it and get it out, because and then like I said, I'm a head person. I'm a mental person. I'm always seeking knowledge. So 2 + 2 got equal 4. With that, you know, on the spiritual standpoint, science has taught us that we hold the traumas of our ancestors. We hold that trauma. So a lot of, especially in the black community, when it comes to mental health, they've labeled us under the bipolar, you know, ADHD, ADD, depressants, all these different things. Even with me, like going through certain things mentally, it's because we've always been in a generation of the strong black man, the strong black woman, the strong, you know, things.
It's so general.
So we never seen our mothers and grandmothers cry. And if you did, it was when something really, really, really bad happened or a death or something. So I tell my clients all the time, purge that shit out. Allow yourself to purge, allow yourself to heal. If you gotta cry it out, fight the hell for a minute. I don't know, but get it out because your children and their children don't deserve to hold on to your trauma because it's deeper than just bipolar. Not taking away from folks who are have those things, but purge that shit out. Work on your mental health. Allow yourself to get that shit out because it's going to not just carry with you to the next generation because it's a reason why you got it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because the reason why she's saying that is because in a lot of cases when that trauma gets passed down, you if somebody was say discipline a child a certain way, you would discipline a certain way and stuff like that. You that's what you know. So that's what you're gonna instill into your child, and that's what your child gonna know. Well, shit, this is how my mama raised me, so
I'm alright.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you don't know, you mentally fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
But it's normal. You've created this normalcy because it's been generations. So we gotta purge it out. You gotta get past that trauma. You gotta go through that healing stage. You gotta go through it and it's so intense because it is not just your own healing. It is not just your own healing. It's generations of that shit.
That's why I call this shit the black currency exchange, because the black is one of the most beautiful things that you can possibly think of. Even the fact of just dark matter.
Right.
It's what can consciously happen within that dark matter and expand into a true consciousness that people don't understand. But beyond that blackness, the currency is the mindset. How we sit here and talk, like that right there is the exchange part. We exchanged some growth, and with that, it just fucked me up because like literally that's how generational wealth begins.
Literally, it's not
like
just your
not
family
money or investing or anything like that. Like literally, it's changing the narrative from
the collective of everyone.
Yeah, like literally.
And it's crazy that it's so many synchronicities right now. When I'm on live and I'm doing reading, I always tell everybody your most expensive currency is your energy. And just even all of this just plays into that as well. You really, really gotta allow that. And like you say, you know, your energy, your head, your mind space. Head is heaven. Head is heaven. Head is fucking heaven. Like if your head space is not where it needs to be, create your own heaven or you're gonna go through your own head.
Hell yeah. Taking accountability for those things that, you know what I'm saying, really like matter is kind of how the generational wealth thing is actually going to be worth a damn, because we as a people, we watch things evolve, we watch things change. I'm talking about like from how we went from goddamn flip phones to fucking, we got computers in our hands. Literally.
We got trackers in our hands.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show, like, if you don't take the time to not just, I ain't gonna say keep up with what's going on, but take the time to initiate a change before what's going on gets goddamn worse,
then yeah, you lost in the sauce.
You fucking lost.
You lost in the sauce.
It's basically just like,
there's no point in us even having a conversation or even allowing ourselves to get to that space if you're not open to evolving. And when I say that to people, they're always like, "Dang, you look mean a little bit." I'm like, "Dang." I'm just saying, if there's no evolution, there's no reason for me to even include myself in it, because I'm trying to grow every day.
Yeah.
And I hope the people around me are going to grow, because I'm going to influence them to grow. I'm going to inspire you to grow, because you gonna see it. You're going to be like, "Damn, there she." Why the fuck do folks think I look like a new bitch every day? I look a new person every day. We are going to evolve. It doesn't have to be that physical or that literal, but definitely.
I feel like until we get to that point, I ain't gonna cap. I feel like we're in a zombie apocalypse.
This is
a literal
that.
A living zombie apocalypse.
Like, this is that. And it's so crazy because they put it in your face. Like, even you saying it, why did the CDC have this on their site to survive a zombie apocalypse? Because this is actually the zombie apocalypse, y'all.
We finna get into that. So don't go nowhere. We finna take a break. Be right back with more of the Black Currency Exchange Show. Go get y'all some popcorn. Cause we finna have a real life conversation about motherfucking The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Literally. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Man, I truly feel like my black is beautiful, man, because we come from a culture of people who are sought out from all other aspects of life. There are no other race of people that are more unique, creative, and understanding than a black person. So to understand that and to understand and be within yourself, be within your culture, I understand that my black is beautiful because I know what I come from. I go from beautiful kings and queens, and I understand that throughout life we have to maintain and we have to push through and let the world see our light, our melanin shine. That's how I feel.
My black is beautiful because it's fearless. Through all the adversity and trying times, us as the black community has always stuck together to maintain. I love everything about my culture, everything about my people, the way we adjust to the different aspects of life. We are unbeatable. We are so powerful when we are one. That is why my black is beautiful.
Why can't a young black man have his own?
I'm in my bag for real. Yeah, no stopping me now. I'm in my bag for real. It ain't no stopping me now. I'm a big boss round big dogs. Ain't no trying me out. I remember they ain't show no love, so I gotta X them all out. I'm in my bag for real. Big bag. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm in my bag for real. It ain't no stopping me now. I'm a big boss round big dogs. Ain't no trying me out. I remember they ain't show no love, so
And the other world, this is all around.
I vibe with myself. Shouts out the Glock to the barrel, man. Spin that boy so much.
Energy is important. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you have to be very, very on top of your energy and always keeping your energy high and happy. You can always feel happy. Okay? Very, very important. And then the next thing is proximity is power. Who you surround yourself with will rub off on you. You hang around 8 broke people, you will be the 9th broke person. You hang around 8 broke motherfuckers, you will be the 9th broke person. Proximity is power. So don't be afraid to surround yourself with people who are way more successful than you ever dreamed of, right? You have to be so focused. You have to be so focused on being in better environments. Now, my mother smoked crack. I never knew my father. I grew up in homeless shelters, group homes, drug programs, etc., etc. And I even went to prison. But when I got out of prison, right, I read a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And they talked about, like, proximity is power. So the first thing I did when I got out of prison, I got a gym membership, I got a library card, and I went to Wall Street. I was trying to figure out, and it's crazy because Warren Buffett is in Omaha, right? So I'm thinking Warren Buffett is in New York. So I'm trying to find Berkshire Hathaway in New York. And I'm going to Wall Street. I'm going to foreign car dealerships. I just want to be in the proximity of success. Okay? So you can feed off the energy in the environment, even if you wasn't born in that environment, even if you don't live in that environment, you can still be a beneficiary of energy. So don't be afraid to walk to those environments where people are successful. I would even go look at apartments that I knew I didn't have the money for, right? Penthouses that cost $30 million just to be in the proximity of success. So that's very important. Not being afraid to put yourself in environments where you want to be, or you feel you deserve to be, or you need to be.
And we back with more of the Black Currency Exchange Show. That girl Miss Cleo, Shardae in the building.
I'm a celestial anyway. we are celestial.
Do you feel me?
They already said the aliens are here.
I'm just waiting on them to goddamn pull up.
They been here. I feel like we been on surveillance.
I feel like we have. That's why before we had left off, I was talking about the zombie apocalypse, like we living in the Walking Dead era. And the reason why I'll say that is because how actually brain dead, people are. It's not just a beyond the physical thing. Like it's
living and ain't living. Like I just
psychological warfare.
Warfare for real.
Like, cause it's how they play into your mind, and people literally can only perceive with these eyes.
Right. No,
it don't go beyond this.
It's the frequencies. And when we
Before
speak
you
on,
get into that,
okay.
This is my theory on frequencies, because I'm like,
Got you.
Right. So this is my theory on frequency, right? So, you know how you tune radio stations, right?
Right.
When it comes to radio stations, you have a set of 3, you have a set of 4. When you look at time don't go beyond 3 numbers or 4 numbers. So as you tune to a radio station, you get to a certain frequency, then music starts playing, somebody starts talking, something like that. And I kind of like started associating radio frequency and how it tunes in with like music,
right,
to seeing 333,
yeah,
seeing 1111, 1212. So I'm like, like even if you think of like,
it definitely does though, because
107.1 the monkey, like
all
that's
of it,
4 numbers,
all of it does,
saying?
all of that plays, all of that exactly. Like I'm on that theory because.
Talk to me. I'm fired out through my blood.
Yeah, so okay, so
Talk to me.
I listen to subliminals. Like anytime I'm going through something, I YouTube subliminals, and I'm like, okay, this frequency, this number frequency. Even my playlist of music, I'll go search that song on a certain frequency, because that frequency is going to interact or motivate certain situations. So if you've been getting reading from me, y'all know about the 528 frequency. 528. So there's these high level frequencies when you say like the angel numbers, the time doesn't go past this, the sequence numbers and the frequency. There is, I can't remember the exact word or what it's called, but there's these high vibrational frequencies that are like, there's a scale, which is the same way like sound links or whatever.
Yeah.
528, I didn't know, I just found out is one of like the rebuilding of cells and manifesting and attracting positivity.
It's another one. I think it's like 430.
Is it 437 or 436 or something like that?
437.
Yeah, that's one too. So the opposite with the music, the media, the news, all this shit, right? If all these other things, we getting angel numbers, we getting this, we getting that, but we're only a few people, even in the magnitude of how much spiritual awareness is growing, even that we're still the minority, because people are so tuned into the news. My grandma right now, you can't tell her nothing wrong. If WLOX said it, that's what's happening.
That's what's going on.
The radio, the music release, all that. So if we have all of that, of course, even time, we're gonna be talking about time. Okay, so an apple sees itself as 2D. That's a drawing. We know an apple to be 3D, touching it, whatever, holding it, whatever, right? Yep. So we see ourselves as 3D objects, but time is the 4th dimension. So now you got the 4th dimension, which means that time never stops, it just keeps going. But now we got 5D, which is 5G. So now we're multidimensional beings that we don't even know. So yes, these deities, these frequencies, all this shit running into
start interacting.
Everything goes. It's a formula. It's a mathematic formula.
That's what's crazy.
And so when I say this to people, they're like, Cleo, what do you believe? And I'm like, listen, you need the believers, you need the worshipers, you need science, and you need all of it. But it has to play its position. All you can do is be yourself and be aware of who you are, and continue to be present. Because if you're so busy worried about the time, because it ain't stopping.
It's not.
Then you're not going to catch the frequencies. You're not going to catch the 333s, the 555s. You're not going to hear the 528 frequency. What you're going to catch is the news. What you're going to catch is the radio. What you're going to catch is that...
They said that they changed the frequencies within music, within radio and stuff
over
like that.
Time,
over time to...
Think about the 90s, the 90s, and every era. I mean, in every genre. Not just R&B. We always like, oh, R&B is dead. We don't get that no more. The rock people are still thinking, we're not getting... When the last time Kid Rock made a song? When the last time you heard some shit from Tommy Lee? When did you hear something from like those niggas? Because the frequencies have changed. And now that we're in this age of Aquarius, and we're so enlightened now, at the same time that we become new ancestors, because that's who we are. You know what I'm saying? The same time that we're supposed... mental slavery ended in this millennium that we're in now. All this other shit is happening. Now the 4400 are here, we waking the hell up. All this stuff is happening to the black people, and then now you got all this other shit going on. They changed the frequency, you got CERN going on over here. Oh God. So you do all this shit on top of the natural shit, right? Right. And then you still push your AI. You pushing AI so hard. You're pushing AI so hard. With that, it's gonna be a clash. It's going to be a clash, and you're going to create this breakage of the matrix because it's not natural. It's not natural at all. So now the few zombies are waking the fuck up. They was Shaun of the Dead. It was so easy to be Shaun of the Dead around this motherfucker. And then that one song, Janae Aiko made one song and the whole world
meditation
now the whole world is
man, when I came across it, boy, I don't know how. Oh, what the fuck I was doing?
She even says it in her beat. She literally puts those frequencies. Kevin Gates put those frequencies in their music for a reason to help. I ain't gonna lie. I've been to a lot of concerts. I done seen Kevin Gates like 3 times because as a rapper, to see the way that this man performed, and it wasn't just performing. It was like he's literally saging the fucking stage before you even get on that bitch. Then you talking to us and telling us and then educating us on what you do in this music. Whole time motherfuckers sitting here chanting and rapping, not knowing you waking up. Yeah. You're waking up. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely right. It is a zombie apocalypse, but everything plays into play. And just like, they clone Tyrone. Just like the chicken restaurant scene, they sitting there and then niggas say, the fuck we all laughing? Oh wait, we all doing this? What's going on?
It's in the food.
So all I'm saying is, be open, because you onto something. You get it. You definitely get it. You definitely get it.
Yeah, definitely get it. That's how I had, once I started just really making things make sense how it was supposed to make sense, and not trying to make sense how I wanted it to make sense. It was like, damn, you really ain't gotta think that hard into it. It's really like right there. Like damn.
And then with my spiritual practice, or any spiritualist, a true traditional spiritualist, I'm a hereditary spiritualist or whatever, because it's like a gift passed down to me. But we have these rules, you have rules just like everything else. You have rules, you have these laws that you can't cross, or I said it. So the powers that be that's running the fucking show, the people, the governors, the government officials, all these motherfuckers running the show, they know the same formula. They got it from us originally. Why do you think Walmart and Sam's, every sale they have ends in 8s and 9s? Because that was the numbers of money. So what I'm saying is, if you really, really just knew what the fuck was going on with you, it would also lead you to understanding that they know what's going on with you too. That's why they put this shit in the movies. That's why they put it in the music. They put it in the media. Because once they hit the fan, because this zombie apocalypse is about to turn into Project Bluebeam on your ass.
And they gonna be like, we told you so, but
we told y'all thought it was a movie.
Y'all thought we were literally playing Monopoly and GTA with y'all, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And there's nothing that one single person can do about it. As a mass and as a people, that's the only way we can collectively come together and
Absolutely.
do anything about this shit. And it don't stop there. Like
It doesn't.
it starts. It also gets into where money is, where the processed foods and getting people hooked
Oh my
off with
God,
sugar
yeah.
and McDonald's and actually
It's
growing
like
proper food.
that thing, and it's like count under like subcategories. Like
Eating kale and seaweed. But that shit be so nasty unless you cook it and add all the extra spices. But
even
the
that
fact
though,
is,
are you even getting real kale?
see that it made me think about it.
Like that's what they say. That's organic, but
They put a lot of organic things on it, but
because I know restaurants that can put that they selling catfish and it's not catfish. So I know that y'all just passed the law stating that y'all can sell us lab made food and not tell us whether you sell in a restaurant, the cafeterias, or the grocery stores. So you could just slap the organic on there. Like you could just put that word up there. You could literally just put that word. I can be organic, or they can be organic. This shirt can be organic. I don't know. It's not though.
because organic is no, it doesn't have, it's no specific.
It's a trend, like it's not
a specific thing.
It's just something I put on there, so it's like
It's just
damn.
entitlement to make it seem like something that's healthier when in actuality it don't mean a fucking thing.
Yes, and if it's a bioengineered fucking
Ingredient.
vegetable, then
I'll be looking at all the stuff and what's crazy is like I eat it, but I still understand the protectiveness that I have because this is just a
it's a
meat.
shell.
This is just a meat body. I don't give a fuck about this. You know, it is what it is. It's gonna die out anyway. As long as I get to fulfill my purpose with, therefore, be straight. But until then, all this bioengineered ingredients
I ain't
and
a lot of food taste
that
different.
BMO shit,
Yeah, like
and not just that. When you eating candy and even chips,
everything.
I was fucked up when I read the back of a Dorito bag and the hot Cheeto bag. All that, it got red 40 in it, blue 1.
Well, listen, this gonna fuck you up too if it has calcium sulfate. I think it's what's called calcium sulfate.
Yeah.
That's human bones. Literally, the FDA. I swear to God, I check this. I check everything now. The FDA approved this shit. What they do, people donate their bodies to science or John Doe's, Jane Doe's.
All right, my bad. The camera had died, so we had to switch to we having technical difficulties, but y'all know we all straight. You feel me? But before we had left off, what I was talking about was reading and how back in the day, we were using hieroglyphic text, but now like even to comprehend the Bible, to comprehend things in school. To when you're going through a midlife crisis, you go pick up a self-help book. You go, into these things, which is nothing wrong with reading, but it's just the principle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that of how we were programmed to comprehend these things. When
That's a good word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
This is
definitely what it is.
This is not our native language. This is not the.
So like to my perspective,
Yeah.
and just my belief on that is just for one. If we run it back, words are spells, period. They know that. They know that once you set intentions here and then you speak it out, it's real. It becomes reality. So we learned a dead language. Literally. They taught us a dead language. So if we're already speaking the words of the dead or whatever, a dead language, we are cursing ourselves. So that's what the whole point was. Even so deep, before even slavery with the Africans, there were other forms of slavery. So they would make people say certain things. Like there's this island, I don't know exactly where it is, but it's I think between Africa and the Middle East or something, but it might be more African than anything. And they would make them read, the words are still up there. They have a little sign of what they would make the people say. They would make them read it and then take a potion, take this drink. That's a whole spell. All I'm saying is, they're teaching you to speak these dead languages. Good morning, hello, all these different things, cursing ourselves to the point where we're literally inviting the spirit of defeat, the spirit of anxieties, the spirit of, all the negative things that we don't want as a people, to the point where now niggas don't read. Like, we just don't read. We don't read at all. I was just talking to someone telling them the other day, I was like, they was like, what you doing reading? I was like, yeah. They was like, what you reading? The Zane book? I was like, bitch, we still reading Zane? I was like, that's the shit. Little kids sneak and read their mama's books and shit. Like, no, I'm reading the raw contract. The you know, some conscious shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, damn, you deep with it. But my whole point is back to what you were to answer your question though. I think that because it's all about control, you know? Everything is about control. We've seen it so many times. Each group of people trying to conquer the other group of people within themselves instead of just being a people. So if we could create this whole illusion and confusion with these people to make them feel inferior because we are outnumbered by these particular people. We have always outnumbered these people. Now we're gonna say these people for just because we have always outnumbered them. That's why they have created this false dead ass language for us to be chanting with each other to the point where now it's good morning.
But these days you can't hit somebody up and be like, you know, gentle risings or something like that. I'm not no biscuit. I'm like, bro, what? Like, come on now. Like I try to.
Or like when I say like rich risings, you know,
you know what I'm saying?
They're like, what they mean? What they mean? But even that though, just the fact that we even do that though, I feel like is enough to do it. I even like the fact that a lot of this shit is trendy. You know, I used to hate it. I used to be like, oh man, people just get into spirituality for the trend of it. People are getting into this because of the trend of it. Not knowing the whole time they tricking themselves into waking up to the point where you pretend to do something long enough, you're gonna be doing it for real. So I'm okay with that. I feel like the reason why motherfuckers are not taking the initiative to read and how we get to the point where we don't have any guidance, we don't know how to do anything, is because it's easier. They have conditioned us to be lazy and not self-sufficient. And it starts with words. It starts with reading. It starts with this. It starts with this really, but we think it starts here.
Oh my God. Like, I heard, I want to say, Dick Gregory?
Yeah.
He was one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, he always popped up during my journey. He was like,
me too.
One message that he said, he was like, there's a couple rules when it, you know, comes down to it. When universe pictures, you can't. He was like, you can't see things how they are. You see how you can't see things the way they is. You see how they
really are now.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't force anybody else to wear, you know what I'm saying, the way that you see things. Like you can't see things in the perception of, alright, this is what I can see, but I can't just, you know, comprehend, oh, that's a fire truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't just hand you these right here and be like, you gotta wear them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta wear them now, cause look. They be like, nigga, no, I'm not.
Bro, I ain't trying to put no glasses on.
I ain't putting your glasses on.
Shit.
They don't even want they own.
But it's the fact that why people say you can't give it to somebody else is because you have to face you. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know what I'm saying, those magic glasses are. You have to face the reality beyond what we kind of see as what we wake up into. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think also too, it's obviously it's a generational thing, but how many times have we heard and seen through history how many of these minority cultures, when they were in enslavement, whether it was mental or physically, where they were not able to read or be taught to read, and it was a fucking crime. That wasn't just in black slavery. It was a crime for people to read, because the moment that you wake the fuck up and pick up that book, you are so powerful. And that's the easiest, cheapest, the freest thing you can do is seek knowledge. The moment that you pick up that book and read it, the moment that you have opened the gates to everything else that is waiting for you. Because you feel reality. Not only did I read about it, now I can go outside. Okay, they say if I go out here and do this right here, now I can see that. What the hell? It's really right there. When Hitler did what he did in World War II, he wrote a whole book about it first before it even went down. He told everyone what he was going to do in his book. But because he was Hitler and nobody fucking reads, we didn't know World War II was about to happen. And exactly how he put in that book was exactly how it happened. We could have prevented it had we just read.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Reading, they say, you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. Now, I can attest to that, but the only reason I can't just fully get behind that is because I feel like a black person's greatness is beyond a book.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, books are good ways to, you know, like they're good.
It's
indicators.
It's a physical, fundamental thing.
Right.
But
It's a fundamental thing to you know what I'm saying, continue to intellect your mind.
It's a tool. It's a tool. It's a tool.
Right. That's why somebody, Eddie Murphy, is Eddie Murphy? No, Eddie Griffin. He broke it down. He was like, fundamental. It's fundamental. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever you fund your mental, like, pay it forward to your mental mind. You know what I'm saying? Then things kind of like, all right, I don't have to, you know, stress or I have to, you know, worry or be so mindful of such things because you're already there. You know what I'm saying? But it all starts with yourself. Don't be afraid. The main message: don't be afraid to question and reprogram what you think you know. Go with what you know.
And then to add on to that though, too, another thing on top of that though, stop trying to be who you think that you are. Stop trying to live in this space where I'm supposed to do this, I am this person. Just live and be present to the point where you can discover who it is that you were truly meant to be. The moment that I put down all the defenses, everybody always asks me, Cleo, what's your biggest, like, how did you get like this? How did you get so successful? What do you do? Like, what's the formula? I listened to something. Something told me to do this. Something said that. Something said this. But also, I stopped trying to be what I thought I was and who I thought I was. And I just allowed myself to be me. I'm just here. That person that you swear you're going to be that one day is not going to get you that way by trying to be who the fuck you think you are right now. Yes. Because when you look back, and 2 days from now, you're going to feel like a whole other person anyway. Like, you know, so the biggest thing on side of where you said also in that, stay true to who you are, but the way that you get to know who you truly are is by surrendering to who you're trying to become. Stop trying to be in control.
Who you say that? Who you say that good as a motherfucker?
That's real.
Nah, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, bring you back again, because
I'm with it.
I don't think people, you know what I'm saying, really, if they don't really just take what we've been talking about and within this, you know, hour of like time, you know, it's really for who it's meant for.
Absolutely.
But that's not just to put anybody in a box or put anybody in a shell. It's more or less like when you get to that place of true self-awareness, come back to this video and it'll make a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying?
And after the fact, I think that this, like, I don't know, some other shit, I think that this might be the gate or the doorway to inspire other people to even tap into it, because this is mental warfare, this is spiritual warfare. So a lot of motherfuckers are uncomfortable not knowing why they uncomfortable. They don't know why they feeling how they feeling, because they feeling what we talking about. They just don't know that what it is that they feeling. So I'm excited just for the people to receive it, because I'm knowing that it's going to inspire others.
Yes, and don't go into that I'm woke now. Like, just tell people, look, I'm self-aware, and just
absolutely
understand
I'm aware.
and understand situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? Understand where you are, understand your environments, understand who you giving your energy to, because at the end of the day, this once again is just, you know what I'm saying, this is your mission suit. This is your astronaut suit. All
absolutely.
This is your, you know, uniform.
Absolutely.
The skin that you in, this is your uniform. But what's inside, that's who you truly are. So don't be afraid to live that, be that, and give all of yourself to that, because at the end of the day, that part of you never dies.
Never.
All energy does is it transfers.
That's it. That's it. It never dies.
It literally transfers. So with that being said, is there anything else you want to leave with the people?
I think we kind of covered everything. I'm working on a few things, you know. Your girl working on her music.
Yeah.
Got some music coming. I'm trying to put together a Tiny Desk event for the coach, so that'll be real dope. It'll be on Facebook or TikTok, not sure which one yet, but. And my second book, if you got the first ebook, you still can download it. That was a little introduction into tapping into your Kundalini energy. So the second book is way more thorough. So expect it in the fall. We almost finished.
Hey, I like that. Now, before we go, put your social handles out there.
Facebook, Donald, Shardae, Cleopatra.
Mm-hmm.
It's backwards, but yeah, if it's a blue check, it's me. If it's not, it's fake. Please do not get scammed.
She's my girl verified.
Yeah, please don't get scammed. If it's a blue check, it's me. If they be scamming folks, it's a few accounts with a whole lot of faces and posts about me, but it's not me. Blue check Facebook, but TikTok, Cleopatra Shardae 94. Twitter, __ mellow vibes. Get at me.
Yes, indeed. I sure appreciate you for, you know, blessing the studio and, you know what I'm saying, just giving some feedback into, you know what I'm saying, what you know. And not just, you know, what people know you as is, you know, a reader, but just to give them a little bit more insight of who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, for sure.
Just to see this side. I mean, I've done a few interviews and this was the most where it was like, hey, we cool. We
just vibe.
We cool. And just you know, a lot of people always ask, you know, dang, you always on go. What you got going? What you doing? What you doing? So this was perfect. And I know that it's going to reach the collective of people that I actually want to be a part of whatever it is Source has me doing.
Thanks. Hey, look, if y'all know y'all tapped in with Miss Cleo Shardae, make sure that y'all get tapped in with the Black Currency Exchange Show.
Absolutely.
Man, this is one of the best episodes I can say, just, you know, intellectually that I've had so far in this episode. It's just one of them ones, man. So if y'all not subscribed,
definitely subscribe.
Subscribe.
ASAP.
Literally, all it takes is a
clap.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it. And hit that notification bell so whenever we drop a video, it's gonna pop right up on y'all timeline, on y'all feed. So you ain't even gotta go searching for it or nothing. It's gonna be like literally right there.
Convenience.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. But make sure that y'all stay tuned in, man. Make sure that y'all go follow Miss Cleo. And with that, it's been another great episode of the Black Currency Exchange Show. We out.